If you want to be the most effective person at the negotiation table, you can't just rely on instincts. You need to prepare deeply, anticipate responses, and think several moves ahead. That's exactly what the Negotiation Planning and Roleplay Document is designed to help you do. Once you've completed the negotiation matrix in the Excel file and saved your work, you'll open the Negotiation Planning Document. This is where you take each topic or clause from your matrix and begin planning detailed responses, counters, and talk tracks, topic by topic. When you open the document, you'll notice that it automatically pulls in topics directly from your negotiation matrix file. That's why this Word document is macro-enabled. It eliminates the need for manual copy-pasting and ensures alignment between documents. In the top left-hand corner, click Run Merge. You'll be prompted to select your matrix file, then press OK. After it runs, you'll get a confirmation pop-up, and the key topics you entered, like pricing, exclusivity, term, reps and warranties, and integration, will appear in this planner in their own sections. Once that's done, resave the file, and now you're ready to start working through each negotiation topic in more depth. Let's walk through how to use this document. Start by identifying the worst acceptable outcome for each topic. For example, in the case of pricing, what's the absolute lowest or least favorable position you'd be willing to accept? Maybe it's the counterparty's initial offer. You'll write that down clearly. Then, assess the risk of accepting that outcome. What's the potential downside to you or your business if you had to live with that result? Next, propose a counteroffer. This doesn't have to be your final ask, but rather a thoughtful alternative to anchor the discussion. For instance, maybe you're willing to meet them halfway on pricing, but only if you receive stronger exclusivity terms or a longer contract term. You can outline multiple options here if needed, each with its own risk assessment. Then, write out a short talk track to accompany your counter. How will you frame this offer during the negotiation? What's the logic behind it? From there, put yourself in the counterparty's shoes. How do you think they'll respond? Try to identify 2 or 3 realistic counter-responses based on what you know about their style, priorities, and past behavior. For each expected response, craft your planned reply. This is where you start stress testing your strategy. Think about what concessions, trade-offs, or fallback plans you might offer in return, especially if you hit resistance. The goal here is to simulate the negotiation before it happens, so that when you're in the real conversation, you're not improvising. You've already done the hard thinking, and your logic holds up. You'll go through this planning process topic by topic, thinking critically about your positions and how to defend or adjust them in real time. As you do this, be honest with yourself. Who on your team will deliver this message? Does your rationale really make sense? Could the other side poke holes in it? Try to anticipate where your logic might break down and revise it before it's tested in the negotiating room. Sometimes you'll even want the counterparty to push back because it gives you a chance to make a strategic ask in return. For example, we're willing to meet you halfway on pricing, but only if we also get full exclusivity. That positioning forces them to weigh their own priorities and can shift the leverage in your favor. This document is part war game, part communication planning. By doing this detailed work up front, you're setting yourself up for a smoother negotiation and ultimately, a better deal. Once you've gone through each topic, you'll be in a great place to transition to the talk track template, where you'll start organizing the overall flow and sequencing of your negotiation. That's the purpose of this document, to help you get sharper, clearer, and more strategic in how you show up at the table.